This art project is inspired by Diego Rivera's painting Landscape with Cacti. So to start, you are going to draw a horizon line across the middle of your paper, and it could be a little curved or it could be straight. And then we are also going to very, very lightly pencil the cactus shape. When objects are in the foreground, they're bigger because they're closer up to you, and objects in the background get smaller because they are off in the distance. We're going to lightly pencil, and I know it's hard for you to see on your screen, but we start light until we got it right, and then you can easily erase any pencil marks if you want to change anything up. After you pencil your cacti and your background off in the distance that the cacti get smaller, then you can get an oil pastel or a crayon and outline your cactus shapes with a crayon or an oil pastel. The artist Diego Rivera, who we are inspired by painting this landscape, is from Mexico, and he painted and drew things that were all celebrating his Mexican heritage and the people of Mexico. And so we are inspired by the landscape of Mexico and South America where cactus grows. I loved how the cacti shape in Diego Rivera's painting looked like they had personality, like it was figures with arms and heads, and it was just like they were having a conversation with each other. To bring interest to the cactus drawing, I'm going to alternate two different color greens, green stripes, and color it with oil pastels. Oil pastels are really fun to blend with. You can try to use liquid starch or your finger to rub it together and mix the colors together. If you don't have oil pastels, you're welcome to use crayons to draw your designs, because on top of the oil pastels and the crayons, we're going to do a wax resist by painting watercolors on top. And so oil pastels and crayons work really well for a watercolor resist because they push away the paint and they still show the brilliant color underneath. You have crayons, you can use crayons to draw designs. Crayons have a smaller point, so they're easy to draw details with, and you can draw lots of designs and shapes inside of all your lines. And here I was drawing rows like it was farmlands in the background or desert, and inside each of those rows I'm drawing a different type of line. Curved line, zigzag line, swirly line. You can be creative with how you draw your lines. Now for the sky, I'm going to trace around a circle shape, and we are going to do a sun. And in that circle shape, I'm going to get a piece of foil and trace that circle on the foil and draw on the metal, because that is another technique that artists in Mexico use. It is tin art, where they would stamp and drill holes into metal and make designs on the metal. And so we're going to do that with a piece of foil. So you can cut out a circle with a piece of foil, and you're going to draw a sun on there or a moon, and we're going to draw lots of lines and designs like they do for tin art in Mexico, and we're going to glue that into the center of our sun picture. Now, I don't want to color in all of my picture. I want to just draw lines and designs and leave some white of the paper showing, because in the white spaces, I'm going to watercolor paint right on top of all of my drawings and all of my lines and all of my designs. And you're going to see the oil pastels and the crayons push away the paint and let the paint absorb into the white areas of your paper. Have fun painting your landscape. Once you're done painting, the last step is to glue the metal foil sun in that white center opening. If your paper is still wet, you can let that dry before gluing this down. And I hope you had fun making your Mexican Diego Rivera style landscape.